This isn't really going to be a review or a video essay on Berserk chapters 365 and 366. Rather, these are going to be the ramblings of a man who finds a lot of meaning in the return of Berserk. I'm mostly going to talk about my fears going into it, but how they were kind of quelled. And, so if there's a lot of stuttering or rambling, just know this is more so just the off-the-cuff ramblings of someone who just loves Berserk, and I hope that maybe there'll be something resonant in this that you may find. Thank you very much. Please enjoy. Berserk is one of the most important franchises in my life. I'm not unique in saying that. It's just one of those things that came at the correct time. It's a story that's in a lot of pain, a story about people that undergo some of the harshest despairs that a human can possibly go through. Yet it's not about what happens to them. As YouTuber Super Eyepatchwolf has put it, it's a story about how people overcome and grow from their past traumas. The death of Berserk creator Kentaro Miura left a gaping hole in its community. Many were left completely bewildered at what the future of the series was, and quite a few, including myself, felt that this meant the end, that we were never going to get Berserk again. It ended with chapter 364. But then chapter 365 and 366 happened, and originally I was recording a video for how I was scared of that, but I decided to delete all that and try this route. This isn't really a review, it's more so a discussion of what Berserk is after the death of its creator. Berserk chapters 365 and 366 felt like a resurrection of sorts. Yeah, the artwork wasn't precise like Miura's style, and of course, it's not him at the helm writing it anymore. That's to the great Koji Mori. Something about how it was handled. There was a deep love and affection for telling this story right. There was so much attention brought into every single stroke of the pen. Each pigment of ink bringing itself closer and closer to Miura's unforgettable style. What I saw was a team of people trying to overcome the impossible. Here we have an impossible situation that could have easily gone horribly wrong. Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but I've seen other artists and other art writers take over manga properties of other franchises I love. And quite frankly, it almost has never gone well. At least for me, in my experience. I really only have 2 other instances of this happening, but this is the first time I read a manga that is under a different writer and under a different artist of an established franchise that I absolutely adore, and absolutely fell in love with it. Of course it wasn't the same, but it resurrected something that I thought was long gone. I'm sure you guys can guess what franchises I'm referring to that have different artists and different writers now. And it's just not feeling the same. It's just not handled with the same care. It's way more business than it is art. But not with Berserk 365 and 366. There was something monumental to be learned, not just from the themes of the story itself, but rather the story behind the story, if you will. I think seeing Berserk chapters 365 and 366 taught me, despite the fact that we will lose things in life, perhaps nothing is permanently gone. If something is taken away from you, as Guts has said, it's impossible to repair it to the precise degree that it was before we lost it, but that doesn't mean that what it stood for, its legacy, the feelings it gave us, that doesn't mean that those have to die too. Chapters 365 and 366 of Berserk show us that even in death, the things we love can continue to inspire and bring out the greatest qualities within us. Sure, it won't be the same as it once was, but doesn't mean the love for it has to die. Berserk 365 and 366 is a piece of fiction that I believe transcends death. It achieves the impossible. Thank you very much.